Hey yo, hold up, just chill, don't rush me, man. While I grope the groupies, I touch my fans, brick beats. What's up, this is Vaughn P.
This is Ilya.
My name is Don Will.
Right now, first of all, we are Tanya Morgan, and right now you're checking out thisisrealmusic.com.
This is real music, that's why we're here.
Review, give it a 2, but the kids will keep listening to it. My man Nine said, P, we gotta get the adults. I said, P, we gotta get through them both. 8 to 80, trying to wake the babies, have them listening close. So way before they hit 18, we get the vote. Tanya Morgan.
What's up, y'all? This is realmusic.com. We're here with Tanya Morgan. We're going to go down the line so everybody can introduce themselves real quick.
My name is Don Will.
Vaughn P.
Ilya.
And then start, I guess, Tanya Morgan. Why the name Tanya Morgan? I know you probably heard it like 1,000 times already, but
The name just came about because when we first started out, it was supposed to be like a one-off thing as far as we do one album. And the way we do music, we just do it to do it because we just love making music. So it wasn't about who knew about it or where it was gonna go at the time. So we said we're gonna disguise it under a fake cover, a fake name, and you know, people hear it when they hear it. And we ended up taking off with that name, but we just stuck to it, and now we here.
yeah. You want to talk a little bit about how you guys actually got together and actually became a group?
Word, well, me and Ilyas we have a group named Ill Will. We were working together at college down in North Carolina. Around the time, that was around like 99. Around that time, I was also heavy on OK Player's message board, so me and Von P started talking. I started shooting him our demos, he shot me his demos, and it just kind of was like, yo, this sounds like something I would do. This sounds like something I would do. We should go ahead and collaborate a little bit. So we did a song here and there, and we decided to go ahead and try to form a larger collective and just playfully make a group, because Vaughn wanted to do a group album, and we were down to collaborate definitely more because this shit was crazy. So there you have it. You go from there.
Describe what it's like to actually be in a group and what each individual actually brings to the table.
Don is more so like the organizer as far as like, I guess, like connecting with a lot of cats like outside of the group and like, I guess, organizing collaborations and whatnot. Vaughn is more so the organizer as far as like the music itself. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, when we was finished with our verses and stuff for like Brooklynati, he's the one that had to piece everything together, and he was like, it's not fair. So you know what I'm saying? And me, I'm just like the wild dude in the group. You know what I'm saying? I'm the X Factor. I always just try to bring something a little different. You know what I'm saying? So people are like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? So
You had to describe your style. How would you describe it?
I'm kind of a kung fu geek of sorts. And like Bruce Lee, I was like a hardcore Bruce Lee fan. He wrote this book and he said master the style of no style. So basically I've always just tried to like master a bunch of different styles, and I try to come different like on every song. You know what I'm saying? I try to master the style of no style, like water.
No. As for me, I come from the class. I listen to a lot of Common, Black Thought, you know, Paz the Noose, those kind of MCs. So I like to think that I come from that class, and that's who I've studied and who I've learned from. So it's about like lyrics for me, double meanings, and just trying to make people relate to what I'm saying, you know.
I would say my style is I'm into writing songs, you know what I'm saying? So I would say my style is more just I compose. Like when I write my verse, I write it mathematically. Like I don't look at the page, I look at each bar. So like I write within each bar. Like it's kind of hard to explain in like a short, minute answer. But I definitely I put a lot into what I write, and it's more than just some words. It's very deliberate, very intentional, very steady, very on the beat, very with a certain cadence, with certain inflections. Like I make sure that I have my stuff exactly how I want it to be represented. Yeah, technician.
And you guys have a new album out now that actually just dropped today, Brooklynati.
Yes.
What album is this for you? What number was? Third album?
This would be
This is the second full-length album. Yeah, first one was called Moonlight, and that came out in 06. It's a new joint 3 years later. We put out like, you know, EPs and little side projects here and there to keep our name out, but this is the official one that we've been waiting for and pushing for a long time, so we happy as hell.
Yeah.
Excited?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like, you know, like last release date, man, when Moonlighting dropped, I remember I went to work, came home, played moonlighting, checked the internet, and did a few phone calls. You know what I'm saying? Like this time around, it really was a different feeling as far as the release date. So I will say that it's a lot of excitement like within us just being generated. Like you could just kind of feel the buzz within our supporters. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to say fans, but people that support us, like everybody's really happy about the album, excited. So it's definitely like a good day. It's a great day.
We're going to talk about the title a little bit, Brooklynati, where it came about. I mean, it sounds like obviously a combination of Brooklyn and Cincinnati, but
like on the surface it's Brooklynati, but like a slightly deeper meaning. You know, like what we did was we told Von P, like, you know, he does a lot of production. We're like, we need the shit to sound good coming out of the car. We need some shit that sounds good in the car. So we combined the aesthetic of like that subway headphone culture of New York and Brooklyn, and that car culture of the Midwest. Whereas, like, you know what I'm saying, you play it in a car, it's gonna knock. You play it with some headphones, you're gonna catch the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something for everybody. It'll hit everybody a different way depending on what kind of listener you are. But we definitely try to have something for everybody. Something for everybody surface. You know what I'm saying? We definitely try to do that with this album.
we'll talk about the market a little bit. I thought it was, obviously a little creative. I actually saw like the whole map of the actual city of Brooklynati. You guys want to talk about that? How it came about?
That came about. That was a collaboration between us and the label. Because we had the name, and at first it was just describing where we from, as simple as that. But then we thought to go a little bit deeper with it, and we just said, yo, what if it was a real city? What would be in the city? And we just started thinking, it would be a college, it would be a high school, it would be a liquor store, it would be the library, it would be the bad neighborhood, the good neighborhood. And we say, why don't we just make a map? Just try to make a map. The community, some fans made this shirt.
Fans made this shirt. Shout out to Amar and Omar that we ran into in Montreal, in Canada.
Yeah, this fan-made shirt. So,
they came out with the shirts. I was confused. Like, do we do that? Yeah, but they made shirts on the love. So
yeah, so it's basically like, if it was a real city, what would be in the real city? And we just decided to run with a map. There's a city website. On the album, you have like the public access and the radio station and the city announcements and all this stuff to go with the theme. So we just decided to just go all the way if we were gonna do it, and then slack on it.
Because cities are living, breathing objects. Like it's definitely like the city has a pulse, it has a pace. So we chose to kind of make our own pulse and pace, our own city.
What can everybody out there expect from this album? I guess that's different from probably Moonlighting to now.
I would say, basically they can expect like to hear fusion, you know what I'm saying, of course, between like the East Coast culture and the Midwest as far as the sound. But they can also like hear, I guess, true creativity, like not like this what's going on right now, but it's like we come like, you know what I'm saying, we came up listening to the Golden Era cats. So it's like we still like putting our all in as far as creativity, more so than just the lyrics, but as far as like a whole cohesive album being, a project, like painting a whole picture with each song. So check it out.
Going down the line, each of you, I guess, just tell me something or tell everybody something that they may not know about each of you.
What? I'm a psychic. Real talk. Like seriously, I'm a psychic. So if you're around me, you know what I'm saying, and you talking your yin yang or whatever, I'm reading your thoughts, manipulating you with my telepathy. Don't sleep. Seriously.
You got one?
I got one. I played trumpet in the 6th grade, and I actually went to the Cincinnati like Philharmonic thing. Like I played like in a recital thing. But like as translated to now, I'm really interested in learning guitar and piano. Like I really want to, not to be on some Andre, Mos Def. I'm about to like rap and sing and go off and float and shit.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. Shit,
I know it's not. I'm just saying. Like I have a much deeper interest in music than rap, and I plan to evolve more. Like I plan to like really get deeper into just music itself.
And as for me, I can't swim and I can't drive.
So he's
Well, I
good.
can drive. I just don't have a license. I used to drive back in the day when I was a teenager, but I don't have a license. And I'm 28.
You know what?
So that's my random. I can't think of nothing else.
I want to X that answer. I got a different one. I hate condiments. How about that? I don't like ketchup. I don't like salad dressing unless it's vinaigrette. I barely like tomato sauce. I had vegetable soup for the first time in my life about a month ago. I didn't eat pizza till I was 12 years old because it had tomato sauce on it. And if it's a white sauce, 9 times out of 10 I can't eat it because it's white and creamy and shit. I don't like cream. I don't like textured foods. I don't like grits. I don't like mashed potatoes. I don't like jello. I don't like the pudding. If that shit's fluffy, I don't want to eat it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like fluffy food. Puree. None of that shit.
Be difficult to put on the phone. Hot as a beast. If you had to pick.
I want one like
No.
Okay.
This is part of the interview.
Okay.
That's how it is.
All right, continue.
Perfect segue. So talk about, I guess, the love that you guys get from your fans and how that's evolved or grown from, I guess, the stage of first putting together like an indie project to now seeing like the fan base grow. Kind of describe what it's like, and the interaction between you and the fans are like now.
Well, based on like our inception, our core fan base, we know them personally. So like, what we have that a lot of artists don't necessarily have, I guess, is that when we go to Chicago, or when we go to LA, or when we go to Denver, 30 of the people in the crowd. Yeah. What up? See, 30 of the people, like we have a physical relationship with these people. They can call me on my phone. A personal relationship with these people where it's definitely not a thing where it's just like they know the music and not the people. Like they know the people before the music, and I think that's why our fan base is so diehard and strong. We're just now starting to attract the fringe fans, the people that kind of like they caught the mixtape, they didn't catch the album, whatever. But we're just now starting to reel those people in. But I would say our core is definitely like incredible, and I appreciate them. And straight up and down, like I can name people for days. I have 600 numbers in my phone book. You know what I'm saying? Like only 50 of those are people that I grew up with. A lot of these people are just supporters and people that we met along the way.
If you had to describe the album in 2 or 3 words, how would you sum it up?
Dope as fuck.
Man.
Shit. I would say growth. I would say definitely it represents growth, and it shows like progression sonically and lyrically and as a human being. Like we approached the album a lot different than like making another album.
Where can everybody get the album?
Amazon, iTunes.
I said MySpace.
Best Buy.
Best Buy. All of that, wherever you find a record store. We found a record store in 2009.
We got ringtones, everything. We got all of that.
But it's definitely not a free album. Please support it. Please pay for it.
Yeah.
Please.
And if you don't pay for it, come to the show and pay for it in person. If you sample it and enjoy it and learn the words and you're at the show, that's cool. Just save that $10 you're gonna spend on a drink or buy me a drink with and just buy the album. Straight up.
And we shut down them Z-Share links. We watching you.
Yep.
Watching you.
Yep.
See, this is yourmusic.com. Tanya Morgan.
Rock and sway, I talk the way to sink ships. Gotta say, if it ain't brick beat, you beat brick. Got away with the word so indecent. Got away with your bird, ain't been seen since. Ain't seen shit, too focused on my salary. Don't watch reality shows, I only show reality. Flow is gonna take me from the tunnels to the galleries. I'm all city, all world, baby, all galaxy. Boogie.
Prostrate yourself for the king, make your girl my circus.